Hey y'all, what's up? I was gonna say it's your girl Moni, but I want to do things different and introduce my artist name, one of that I am so very proud of. And that is what's up, y'all? It's your girl GVO, and you are tuned in to Plugged In SoulCast. Um, I did want to shed light on my artist name today and why I feel like it's so important to me because not only is it all of my social media handles, but I had it like a big purpose on why I chose that name. And GVO stands for God's very own because I know where I come from, who I come from, and who I represent on this planet, who I'm supposed to represent. And I came up with this name in 2018, around the time of my awakening. So I felt like it was a rebirth of somebody that I have grown to be today. So from 5 years ago to today, I proudly say that I am God's very own, proudly, and will forever represent God, love, and peace, all from above. But usually when, I wanted to go into this really business minded, I mean, the first, I want to say, couple of days before I even started the podcast, I started to write scripts. And not really scripts, just something that I can go off of when I'm discussing topics or when, I have other guests on the show with me. So I'm sorry, y'all. I lost my train of thought. I'm over here focused on the music, honestly, but I wanted y'all to know that this is 528 hertz. It's a love frequency. So I'm hoping that as you're hearing the background, that it is penetrating your heart and you are feeling all the love vibes that I am sending out today, because I feel like this topic is so important and I am going off a whim with this topic as well. Like I said, I could even go and see, I don't remember exactly what it was, but what I planned out for my third. You know what? Yes, I do. I remember now. I was going to talk about soul purpose and your soul mission on this earth, but definitely being led to talk about something different, because it just seems like the last few days have been consumed by conversations and encouragement about love and self-love, which is the most important one. And if you are a Bible believer, a Christian, which is my background, which is one I won't say I strayed from, but I had to get away from the religious shackles of Christianity. But the scripture that I was bringing up says to love your neighbor as you would love yourself. And I really want you to think about that for a second. If you feel terrible about yourself, if you're sitting there telling yourself, the inner voice, the outside voice, you're telling yourself nothing but negative, that is what you are creating as your reality, as the energy that you are putting out. Love is so, it's so easy. And, as younger humans, we were exposed to different types of love and stuff that we grew up thinking was love. But until you really hit your journey, you really don't discover what it is until you open up your eyes and you realize what it is that God is trying to teach you, that the Most High is trying to teach you. And I feel like my sole purpose on this planet is love, is to spread love, is to heal with love. And I can say that I've achieved a level of self-love, an important level of self-love, because we all can say, oh, I love myself. But do you really mean that? Do you know what it means to love? Do you know exactly what it means to love? Because we can get biblical, we can go by actions and how people show us, and form our own opinions, but love is really its own dynamic. And there is rules to it without there being rules to it, if that makes sense. So, like I said, I've obtained a certain level of self-love that I've had to, because just a little bit of background on my journey, I have always been the person in a relationship to be a giver. And I never really, it wasn't that I didn't think I deserved it, but I didn't expect it, because I felt like because I gave that it would come back. But that is not necessarily the case when it comes to loving people that aren't on the same frequency as you, or that don't understand, that haven't quite opened up their heart the way that you have to love. So like I said, I've been a giving person in a lot of my relationships, never expecting anything in return. And I feel like that's where I cut myself short, because it's like, dang, it's like, why are you doing all this for this person and they can't even do something as simple as acknowledge or appreciate what you're doing? And honestly, when I was looking at it that way, I was in my ego self. I really was, because it was like, well, if they can't give this, then I'm gonna go find somebody that can. And sitting there thinking about all the choices I've made and all the low vibrational energies that I've run across, because they felt the love and the healing that I brought, but they, weren't opened up to the spirituality of it, of love. And I wasn't either. Like I said, I was so much in ego. It was easy for me to sit there and detach, even though, that is a big plus, like a skill obtained from being spiritual too, is the art of detachment. But we'll get into that at another time. But it was so easy for me to give up on people and walk away from people, because it was like, this isn't love. This isn't what it's supposed to be. Like, I expect the same thing that I give out. But what I wasn't realizing was I was giving these people the love that I was supposed to be giving myself. And like I said, this goes back to, if you want to get biblical, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. So if you really don't think highly of yourself, if you're not putting yourself first and taking care of you, how do you think you're going to be able to do that for anybody else the right way? Because it starts with you. Everything starts with you. The way that you love yourself is going to be a moniker for the people around you who you want to love. It's going to attract those people. That energy is going to attract the people and the things that you want. Especially out of love, especially if it's from love. Let's see. I want to say, don't know where I was going with this, but I did want to give my last example of me realizing what love really is. Because I tell you guys, when that day came, I felt totally in alignment. I was buzzing spiritually, and I knew that I was in alignment because I had really passed a test dealing with love. And like I said, I feel like this particular instance was a test of my unconditional love, or to see if I really had unconditional love. And that is literally self-explanatory: love without conditions. And I recently went through a situation where I felt the need, like I was led to do all of this. I know it was divine leading. It was the Holy Spirit leading me to do this, but just the way that I was able to give it, and I really didn't expect it back. Like I said, when I was in ego, it was like, well, I'm not getting this here, so I can go elsewhere. I wasn't worried about that. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to love you regardless of how you feel, of what you do, because that's just who I am. My intentions are pure. I want to show you a different side of what you're used to. And I feel like I accomplished that. And I'm proud of myself because I've come a long way. And I know I still have a long ways to go. But I really did want to touch on self-love and how it is so important to love yourself, you guys. So important to love yourself. Because you set that example, you set that standard. When you come across people that have not experienced real love or a genuine person before, you set that standard. And it's like, okay, maybe there really is real love out here. It's not all fake. It's not all ego centered. It's not, selfish. There's actually a love out here that is pure, that doesn't expect anything from you, that stands with you no matter what choices you make. There is that kind of love out there. And I can say that because I can give that love now to any and everybody. And like I said, this love journey has been so pivotal. I think that is the biggest part of your healing journey, is really learning how to love yourself, learning how to love the right way, because it's just something that it needs to happen. Learning how to love yourself, because you can't love nobody the right way if you don't love yourself the right way. What does self-care mean, Moni? Well, it can mean a plethora of things, but I feel like self-love is setting up boundaries, usual boundaries that you wouldn't set up for yourself. It's even as simple as saying no to something that you normally wouldn't, because you wouldn't want to upset somebody, but saying no because you just don't want to do it, or you don't have the time to do it, or like I said, it's something. You don't even have to have a reason. If you say no, it means no. It's really taking care of yourself. It's more than just pampering yourself too, although that is a good part of it. Not saying not to have the facials, not to have that relaxing bath or the massage, but it really does require work outside of, the physical part of it. It's about the going inside and going in deep, going back to your child you, and telling the child you that you were worthy, like just looking back on your situations that you feel like you didn't have love, but letting yourself know, that inner child know, that you were worthy of that love, you were deserving of that love. And I love you, like literally telling yourself that you love yourself. When you start to go in, thank you, Spirit. That's how you know when you are beginning to love yourself. You start to heal from within. You start to go within and fix all the things, or go back to why and figure out the whys, and how can I change this? How can I be different? That's where it started with me, was like, where I need something different. Like I'm tired of the same old. I don't know what I'm doing to keep attracting these, I'm gonna call them LVEs, low vibrational energies. Don't know what I'm doing to attract this, but I want to do something different. And then I believe, it's not even believe, Spirit led me to my kids. Literally just looking at patterns and stuff, and it was like, I do not want my kids to go through this. What do I have to do? And this was in the name of love, for the name, or in the name of love for my children. I wanted to change simply because of love. And now, like I said, I know I've unlocked a whole new level. I I want to say my favorite color right now, my color has been changing since like 2018. So my favorite color became yellow then, and now it is pink, because I am freaking thriving in my divine feminine energy. Like, I just want to be around pink. Everything is pink, literally. I'm wearing a pink, what is this thing called? What are those things that you pull over yourself? We'll come back to that. But my phone case, I got this like 2 years ago. It is like a pink. It's a pinkish gold, rose gold. My equipment, my podcast equipment, my headphones and my mic, it's pink. And I feel like that's very significant to journeys too, is colors. It's crazy. But pink, I just feel, and they also say that pink is the color of love as well. So I guess you could say, like, it all ties in, y'all. It really does. But let's see. I don't have anything written down because I wanted to just get on here and do this. But I think I have some stuff that I want to share that will help assist in y'all's healing journey, your healing journey to love too. Let's see. Got a lot of stuff that I wrote down. A lot of notes. You know what? I don't have really anything, but I do have some affirmations that I do want to say with you guys, like I usually do. I should have did this at the beginning, but I wanted to go straight into teaching because I didn't want it to slip my mind. All right. Sorry, y'all, for the pages shuffling. It's kind of loud. That's weird. It's like, this is, oh, wow. So I've been holding my mic this whole time, y'all. Because it hasn't been on, because I'm a dummy sometimes. But let's stop with the negative talk. Like I said, I wanted this to be real, raw, and unedited. So you guys, what you guys see is what you guys get. There's no faking the phone. But my phone, literally, I just found out that I had to speak into the speaker in my phone for it to be this this loud. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm going to just continue to sit from right here and act like I'm using my mic, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why this is not working. Hold on. Let me see what I did wrong. Okay, yeah, so that was dumb to do. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on with the affirmation so I can close out, because now I'm over here being goofy. Oh my gosh, where are my little affirmations at? Okay, we can do this one. Alright, so I'm going to do affirmations, and I'm going to leave a few tips before I leave you guys. So repeat after me. Let it flow. I've got this. I welcome all loving energy in. I accept nothing less than the best. I am love. I am whole. And I am loved. And it is so because I spoke it. Now, just some tips that I feel like are important, because like I said, I wrote them down. Do right by people. Do right by people, no matter what the situation is, no matter who the person is to you. Do right by them, because in the end, you are going to reap the benefits of the kindness that you've shown, the love that you've shown when you do right by people. Okay? And then Help whoever comes to you in need. It doesn't matter how, because God will, the universe will, however you choose to look at it. God will send you people, whether it be friends, family, strangers, whoever it is. Just try to help them whenever they come to you in need, if you can, in any way, even if it's just speaking a word of encouragement, even if it's just, sitting with them and listening to their problems, because everybody needs it. Everybody needs that help. Everybody needs that listening ear. Everybody needs that one person that, they can rely on to switch everything around. But I am closing out now. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. May your rest be peaceful tonight. And I wish you nothing but the purest love, the purest joy, and the purest peace. I love you. And light and love, y'all. I'm out.